Once you've got all your headers, let's go under the customer number. Choose your NF, the little blue, light blue one. Remember, all we have to do is tell it where our key is, which is our replicator. And what field do we want? Well, we want our customer number. That's the only thing I have to input. We just go along and do the same thing for everything else. So I can go into description, add my key, pull down my list and choose description. Now if I want to save time, if I lock down that column where my key is, so it's $E8, I can then just copy that across. In the older versions of JET, this was a bigger deal because I had to go click on the JFX, change to the NF, tell it where my key is, then choose the field. But it still saves me a little bit of time. So I copy those over. What is nice is if I've already done all the work, right? I know to get that posting date, well, the field is posting date, I can just come up here and just modify my function. I don't have to actually go back into the JFX if I know exactly what the field is called. If I don't, then maybe I go in, change my NF statement, document number. I've been doing this enough, I know it's document NO period. The remaining amount's a little tricky because that's the one that has the $sign. So I'm going to go back in and make sure I choose the right one. Yours crash?
Yeah, just a little crash. I'd say.
Yeah, mine too.
Alright, one second.
I think this is Excel crashing.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to say. You know, I mean, it shouldn't be JET. If it's JET, it typically would throw an error, and then kind of come up with it. It is.
Just give me 1 second.
That's fine.
Thank you. I apologize.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to go forward. If you've already gotten this far, go ahead and add your keywords to hide your key. Make the columns fit.
Yeah, the fit.
What's that?
Fit. Just want to see this.
The-
Go back to me.
This one?
You got it?
There, I can put my keys up, which are
You got that high?
And you say hi in there.
Yeah.
When you run your report, it'll automatically hide your key. And then if you type fit above the customer number, it'll auto-fit it, so that way no matter what value returns, it displays it.
Okay, so tell me that again, so what hi, and then just type in hi, and then your face.
And it doesn't matter. And then if you just apply that to all of those,
The remaining,
then
and hit run.
I know, I like that.
I even feel professional. That's the stage. First of all,
I was thinking like, so in the future, we can do,
Yeah.
we did a picture and we would have a thing up on top.
Yeah.
Where we would do the selections that were in that field, so no matter what you did, you could like see.
Yeah.
But
I feel bad. Walk over that every single time.
I know one of these times it's going to trip over, but
I'm trying to watch out for you. Like, it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit.
I had a little sister. I did enough jump roping as a child. Although my wife likes to remind me that I'm the clumsiest person she's ever met, so
yeah.
kind of balances out. Something's going to win.
Yep.
And the same thing, yeah. See
Every
that.
time. Listen, you can link it. But I think that asymmetry is probably a better way to do it. That's a good idea. I should put that in mind. They can
Oh, that's right.
you might already know that. Yep. Oh, that's what I was saying about.
All right. Did you add your keywords up here, Justin? The hide and fit.
Oh, no.
Hide your key, fit the other columns.
For the address, just kind of,
Is there a key combination to get the jet function box?
The jet function wizard, there is. It is not easy. It's, let's see, it's Alt. Let's see. So if we're on another one here, Alt J, and then you have to choose NL, NF, NP, or Y1. So if I want NL, I have to do NL. It's not. To me, it's much easier just to move my mouse there. If I'm on the jet tab already, if I hit Alt, I still have to do J to say I want the jet ribbon, and then NL.
I see.
Yeah, it's a whole series of keys I have to hit. So to me, it's just easier. Pick my hand up off the keyboard. As much as I love keyboard shortcuts, that's not a shortcut.
Yeah, no, definitely.
It takes more time
Too
than
many
work. So,
steps.
but it's just kind of Excel in general, right? You know, a lot of these things you can access. I can go to my formula bar here. Whoops. File. You know. And is insert, and then I can choose shapes or this or that. But I still follows that same pattern. So because it's a plugin, we can't really take hotkeys away from Excel.
We're running the same thing, and she's just having the same credit, like the same customer number show up every time.
Okay. Go back into design mode. Check to see if you've got your key pointing and your NF statements, $sign, $sign. So $2 signs or $1 sign?
Oh, she's got that, okay.
You've got an absolute lock
That's
to
the one
the
that just happens.
first key. So we want to make sure we're only locking down that column so that the row as it replicates down moves with it. So if you see that, that's what happened. Okay. So we actually have 4 exercises we can do. I don't feel anybody needs all 4 exercises. So on page 328 and 329, let's just do number 1 and number 4. I think once you get this down, you kind of don't need to do it over and over and over again. That should- E dash. Yeah.
There's a company email.
Yeah,
and
I've had the
blank.
company email.
So there are two email tables or
Nope,
fields?
we're,
Company email and email?
it should just be one email. Let's
There's
see.
one that says company and one that says email.
E dash L
It's the same.
address.
Company email came back from now.
Really?
Oh, you're, it
I
depends
have a
on,
different-
yeah, I think it
I
also
have
depends
different
on,
database or something.
if you're on captions or titles or something like that. So what we want for me is E dash email. Let's see if I change this to a different, because in now we can actually
Job title.
give things one name based on a language and give it a different name based on a different language, and sometimes the captions don't match. Another browser. Employee, company email, which is blank, so we want, yeah.
Just email?
Yeah,
Okay.
just email.
Got it.
So I'll go ahead and leave my things as titles, so that way everybody matches. I think now we'll see mine as LCY.
So what are you doing, Jim?
That's four.
Just 1 and 4.
Right?
Yep, 1 and 4. Like I said, basically once you've done one, you've kind of done them all. But I like 1 and 4 because one is pulling from a master table, one's pulling from a transactional table. Just give you two different ideas, and exercise 4 allows us to go to the next section very smoothly.
So if we're not getting the list again, we still have to close down Excel?
If you're not getting the list, is your favorites turned on?
No. And it's really not.
Okay, turn it and do me a favor, just, go ahead and do that. Oh, there might not be any flow fields in that table.
Oh,
That's, that's probably why.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, not every table has a flow field, so
Who do you purchase?
sometimes you're gonna find that it just doesn't exist. And I feel like item ledger entry should, maybe just none are used in this,
Entry type.
this database.
Entry type purchase?
Yeah.